What is going on, guys? It is your boy Chaps, and we are back with the top 5 games of the year 2020. Thank you guys so much for your support on the last video. We hit 1,000 views. I don't know how, but we did, and I'm so appreciative of all the support on the last video. You guys could just like and subscribe and comment on the video. That would be great help to me. But we're going to jump straight into number 5, and that is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, this is probably one of my favourite takes on the Assassin's Creed genre in quite a long time. I'm a massive fan of the Viking series, the TV show. So this for me was like playing the TV show essentially. And Assassin's Creed is probably one of my, if not my favourite collection of games ever created. But this is an interesting take on Assassin's Creed because obviously the Vikings were not known for being stealthy or being quiet, and in a way I feel that's kind of what took away from the experience. It's kind of felt more like a Viking simulator than an Assassin's Creed game. However, it still played very, very well. It was very, very interesting. They made old historic England look beautiful. Honestly, I've never seen the countryside look so nice. And considering the last couple of entries on the Assassin's Creed collection have been set in more Mediterranean settings, this was quite a change of pace and a change of setting, so I'm quite happy with how it came out. It did keep you interested with the various characters and various different settings, and being able to take hold of a settlement which was new to the Assassin's Creed series. I loved it, honestly. It was very, very fun, kept you engaged, and I'm looking forward to see what they do next with the Assassin's Creed series. They did take quite a long time they took 2 years off after dropping Odyssey, and I think it paid off. It really did. I'm looking forward to the DLC. The DLC will take you to Ireland, I believe, and will take you to Paris. So very, very excited for that part of it. And honestly, this top 5 was never going to be complete without Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Honestly, one of the best drops of the year, in my opinion. Definitely worth getting. And we're going to jump into number 4 now. Mafia 2 Definitive Collection. Now, massive fan of Mafia from the Xbox 360 days. Great storyline. Great. If you're a fan of Mafia movies and the Mafia in general, this is definitely the game for you. Really, it's just about the rise of Vito on his way working up into the Mafia families with all sorts of betrayal and twisted stories that engage. Very, very good storyline. If anyone hasn't played this, I would definitely recommend it. Keeps you entertained. It's not a very long game, but very detailed in what it does. It's very good in its storytelling. I believe this was released in about 2009, so it is quite good for what the time period it was set in. And yeah, honestly, I was so excited when I found out they was dropping this. As Mafia 3 wasn't one of my favourite games of all time, but Mafia 2, undeniable classic. So as soon as I found out the Definitive Collection had dropped, I literally just jumped straight on it to give it a go and see what it was about. And I was not disappointed as usual. Would definitely recommend picking this game up. I believe it's only about £15 at the moment in the PlayStation Store. Definitely worth picking up if you're looking for a quick, cheap thrill. That is honestly just one of the best games of its time, but I can't speak enough highly of this game. But we're going to jump into number 3, and that is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now, Dragon Ball Z is probably one of my favourite things of all time, my favourite anime, my favourite show. I'm obsessed. Honestly obsessed. Anyone who knows me knows I'm absolutely obsessed. So a game which retells the story of the Dragon Ball Z series, I was obviously going to cop. And my only problem with Dragon Ball games haven't been that good over the recent years. They've been quite shoddy. And they've just not been the full thing. But this game had it all. The combat, absolutely amazing. The storytelling, absolutely amazing. It keeps you interested. It gets rid of all the filler stuff from the show. Really just keeps you interested with the big bosses and the big sagas. Nothing more I could ask for. I did cop the DLC as well. The DLC was very, very fun. I'm still playing my way through the DLC. Definitely worth a cop if you are a Dragon Ball fan. You will not be disappointed. It does keep you very, very interested with the gameplay, and the combat is just unbelievable. I mean, obviously it's not going to do anything too different, as it is just retelling the story of Dragon Ball Z, which a lot of the Dragon Ball Z games do over the past. But it was an interesting take on it, I can't lie to you, and I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. So this had to be in my top 5. It just had to be by default, honestly. But we're going to jump on to number 2, Ghosts of Tsushima. Now, this game was absolutely insane. Honestly, it was a tough one to be my number 1. I can't lie to you. This game was absolutely unbelievable. Stunning. I've never seen a game this beautiful in my entire life. This game was absolutely stunning. It was fun. The map was huge. It gave you a massive amount of things to do. The side quests were very few and far between in difference. Nothing was similar. The storyline was absolutely mad. It was very captivating, starting off from the beginning all the way to the end with the big plot twists, the big huge twists amongst the villains, and working your way up in gaining comrades in beefing the main guy at the end. Honestly, this is everything you could have asked for. It was sort of like an Assassin's Creed game mixed with Japanese culture, obviously. It was absolutely insane. I can't wait for the DLC for this game to drop, because I didn't want to put this game down and I just didn't want it to end. It is quite a long game. The storyline was about 45 to 50 hours long. Very, very long game, but you will not be bored. The amount of things you could do, the collective stuff in terms of like collecting new armor, new swords. There's an abundance of things to do on the map. Even the photo mode is absolutely insane. I spent more time in photo mode than practically anything else. Absolute stunning game. Would definitely recommend it. Mega open world game. Probably, I would say this is probably one of the best drops in the last few years, let alone last year. Highly anticipated. I couldn't wait for this to drop. Honestly, the stealth was absolutely amazing. And with the combat was just unbelievable. Unbelievable game. But we're going to jump into number 1. You guys already knew what it was going to be. You already knew it had to be. It had to be Spider-Man Miles Morales. Easily the best game to drop last year. Just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I've done an entire series on the game on the channel. If you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. It was just fun from start to finish. The colors, the villains, the storyline, everything from the gameplay. It was just, obviously this was a sequel to the first Spider-Man, and it didn't disappoint. It really didn't disappoint, and I can't wait to see what more they do with this game, because it just had so much potential to be. It has so much potential to go further and to have more sequels and even prequels and sequels. I'm not really sure if that's what the difference is between those, but this game, they can make many more of these games, and I hope to see more very soon, because the gameplay mechanics, everything. I feel the only problem this game did have is the lack of suits compared to the first game. I mean, that was probably one of the best parts of the last game, was collecting the suits and working your way through it, but nevertheless, this game was practically faultless on that. Besides that, it was practically flawless. And even like the side quests, they'd upped the ante on the side quests from the first game, made them more interesting, more diverse, and just made them more fun. And I feel that the without overdoing it with the villains like in the first game, it made it more interesting to just focus on one set of bad guys. Rather than the first game giving you so many, like a plethora of villains to deal with, this literally did just give you one or two consistently throughout, and it was fun. The plot twists were fun. Finding out that Finn was the Tinkerer, then the whole beef with the Tinkerer, then sorting it out, and then ultimately the ending was absolutely insane. But this game, without a doubt, one of the best drops of 2020. My favourite game of the year. Tell me what you guys thought, and what you thought were your top 5 games of the year. But once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'd love you guys to subscribe and like the video, share this with a friend, and for now, that is your boy Chaps, and I'll be back with a new series this week. I'm dropping a brand new series this week, look out for that. But for now, it's your boy Chaps. Peace.